How much sex should a screenwriter put into a romantic comedy screenplay?
From what I have seen of the ones that I looked at and selected and the ones I did not select for the book, I would say not much. Now, they can be having sex, but you probably don't want to see very much of it because it's more about the emotions a romantic comedy is. And it's more about the yearning, it's about the barriers between the people. And certainly, yeah, there's going to be sex, but it can start opening up so many other doors of discussion and emotion, and it can also shift the feel of your story if you start putting a lot of sex into it.
So that's interesting.
I think the way that sex can shift the feel of a romantic comedy is sex is not that funny. It's more, ideally, intense. It's passionate. Now, can you have fun in sex? Absolutely. But in a romantic comedy, we're talking about yearning. And we're talking about desire. We're not so much talking about fulfillment on the screen. The fulfillment comes after the end of the movie, okay? So by putting a lot of sex into the film, I think you run the risk of diluting the romance and the comedy. Now, this is not at all to say that sex isn't where it's going, because, yeah. But I think you have to keep in mind the tone of the film, and that sex can take us into many, many other deeper emotional levels. Do you want to do that? Or do you want to keep it more on the yearning, idealistic, fun, the search part of the story? Now, a film where the sex actually is important in the romantic comedy is in Moonstruck. And there's this moment, not long after Nicolas Cage and Cher have met. She's engaged to his brother. The brother's gone back to Sicily for a family visit, says, talk my younger brother into coming to the wedding. So she goes to meet the younger brother, and oh my gosh, sparks fly. And he has this wonderful speech, something to the effect of, I don't care if I burn in hell. I don't care if you burn in hell. I want you now. We should be together. And he picks her up and takes her upstairs to his bedroom, and they have wild, mad, passionate sex. Okay. So in Moonstruck, the passionate sex that they have starts to affect everybody else in the story, because everyone else has to start realizing that they don't have that kind of passion and they want it. So that's an instance where sex really makes a difference and is appropriate for that story.